Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Window Shopping. My name is Stephen Meade. I am your host with Domicile Real Estate for people who love houses. This is where we take a look at an architectural or otherwise unique home for sale here in Southern California that I like and want to tell you about. And this is a development that has been on my mind for a long time. I've sold one house in there. My parents, incidentally, looked at these homes when they were nearly new before I was born. They were expensive then, they tell me. And, this is one of those houses that to just any regular Sean or Shania, it probably doesn't make sense on paper. And I'm going to explain that, but I'm going to walk you through why people assign this level of value to these homes. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me bring up the listing here. This is 31282 Paseo, Sereno in San Juan Capistrano. It's kind of an interesting location. It's just north of downtown and the Mission. These are homes that were built in the late 1960s, and they sort of combine a bunch of things that I think are super cool. For starters, they are something called a zero lot line development. That means that you only have a side yard on one side of your home. That is very unique. It was pioneered by a few very forward-looking architects, but in 1968, this was pretty much cutting edge sort of development ideas. The second thing that's interesting about these is while they are fashioned in kind of a California Mission style, and if I bring this up here, you're going to be able to see that. They're fashioned kind of a California Mission style with clay tile roofs and stucco walls, but they're very modern and contemporary in their design once you look at the inside. We're going to walk through that. We go over a few stats on this one. This is 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,100 square feet, built in 1967, so I think it said 1968. And this is on a 7,200 square foot lot, and it is priced at $2.175 million. I know that sounds crazy. A non-ocean view house, 2,100 square feet in San Juan Capistrano for over $2 million. But I'm going to walk you through why people value these homes so highly. If you would like to see this home, obviously we would love to represent your interests as a buyer. This is not our listing. It is listed by Andrew Cotton at Compass. But we always recommend that buyers have their own representation, somebody who is on your side looking out for your interests, and we would love to be that person for you. So let's go ahead and take a look a little bit at this house. So right off, you start off, the very first picture in this home is of the outside, right? This is a backyard pool area in this home, and I think this just emphasizes that these homes were designed for indoor-outdoor living. It isn't just a marketing catchphrase. It's really how they were designed. And this is the layout of this house. And I want to point out some things that are very unusual about this home. So the first thing I'm going to point out is, like I said, you only have a side yard on one side of this house, and your wall actually forms the wall with the home next door. The second thing I want to point out about this house is it's a little hard to see here, but I'm going to show you the front of this home. There is a wall right at the street for this home. That means this normal area, this front yard area, which is normally just not really usable by people, is fully enclosed in this house. So really you've got 3 actual yard spaces, and I'm going to talk about that as we kind of go through these pictures. Kind of a cool, unique design. You can kind of see some of the modern elements here. We've got some flat roof stuff going on as well. So this is the front view, and this is what I was talking about. So your home extends from this portion here all the way over to here. And you'll notice a couple things. Number one is this big wall. The only outside part of this home that is exposed to the street is the driveway. The other thing is, look at the height of this wall. This is a 7-foot plus wall. Normal walls in homes are about 6 feet in California, 6.5 feet sometimes. But to see something that is 7 foot plus is pretty nuts, right? This gives a level of seclusion and privacy in these homes that is really unparalleled. There is nothing like it. So this is kind of a courtyard entry that you have here, where you come in from the driveway. It's kind of a little guest space here. And then you walk into this front courtyard zone, which we saw on that overhead map. Really just kind of a great lounge, relaxing space in this home. I'm going to point out something else that's kind of cool that you can see here. Notice this kind of has this flying buttress wall here, kind of a cool angle and a nod to kind of that more contemporary design. You've got sliders that go on. That's actually the kitchen and breakfast room there. And then the front door is over here. So you've got a courtyard entry to a home like this. And it's actually a usable courtyard. They've got a dining area, outdoor kitchen, fire pit. And these are all single-story homes. But even if they weren't, look at the size of these walls. What do you see when you look around? Or rather, what don't you see? What you don't see are other houses. And I think that's one of the things that really drives the value on these homes. So this is the interior, right? So you've got a dining room, a large kitchen, and it's open to this big open beam living room that looks onto the backyard. So, you know, this wall was actually removed here. Normally this home just had a doorway here and a doorway over on the other side. I like what they've done because you can really see all the way through this house. Really a nice kitchen remodel that they've done here with an island. This is that living room space, right? You've got open beams. They have La Cantina doors, which have been installed that open out. And again, when you're looking beyond here, what are you seeing? Really what you're seeing is only your property. You're not seeing anything else when you look beyond here. You've got this wall here and then some plants and then your final back wall to your yard. Just looking back the other way, they've done something in this home that I think is really great, and that is they've managed the views. So I'll use this phrase with clients. I have a client named Sean. He bought this house, and the neighbor was an ugly house next door, right? And so those side windows just looked onto this ugly neighboring home. And what did we do? We planted a hedge. Why? Because it controls that view out the windows, and that's exactly what they've done here. They are controlling that view. So you can see the main living areas are big, but I want to point out something else in this home. I said there were 3 outdoor living areas. You've seen the front entry courtyard, you've seen the pool in the backyard, but there's this atrium space that is also off this main hallway, and you can see that over here through this space. So it's yet another sort of unique space, outdoor space with this home. Got a microwave in there. They also did kind of a cool little wall in the dining room, a kind of wine wet bar wall, which is kind of nice. This is that backyard space. And again, this is looking into that living room. They've done a cool paint job on this, these are some bedrooms over here. We'll take a look at those in a second. But again, now you're getting this feeling. Like I said, what are you not seeing in this picture? You're not seeing neighboring homes. Just a hint of that clay tile roof line is it in this photo. You do not see the other homes. And again, this is your back wall to your house. Again, what do you not see? You don't see neighboring homes. This is one of the bedrooms that adjoins this kind of courtyard space. They've got a bathroom in here, an ensuite. This is that little courtyard area. Kind of a cool little bathroom over here. We have yet another bedroom that is in the back. This looks in onto that backyard, which they very nicely landscaped, that upper slope. Here you've got a little bit of a bedroom with a little bit of a side yard access here, kind of another cool space. And just in case you missed it, this is that flying buttress wall I was talking about, where you've got kind of these angled walls that give a very contemporary feel to this property. Yet another bedroom, another very nice bathroom. Everything in these homes is very well proportioned and well sized, which is kind of nice. And then in this one, they've actually converted this garage space. You could still use it as a garage, but it's kind of got some workout gear and some other things. And now we've kind of got some greatest hits, right? So this gives you an idea on that layout, right? You've got this another little patio back here. These homes are really just designed to sort of blur that line between inside and outside space. And the climate in San Juan Capistrano is really conducive to that as well. We've done some beautiful night shots here. We've got great landscape lighting. This home incidentally sold, gosh, I want to say it was probably about 5 years ago now. I looked at it 5 years ago, and it really was a disaster. So it's great to see these, that since that period of time, just a lot has been done to really bring this home back to its formal glory. Unfortunately, that has also significantly raised the price of this home. And, on paper, it just doesn't make sense seeing this square footage and for this dollar amount. But I'm telling you, once every client I've ever taken to this neighborhood, once they walked through one of these houses, they wanted it because it just offers a feel that isn't like anything else. Anyhow, if you would like to see this home, and we hope you do, definitely reach out to us. We would love to represent your interests as a buyer. Questions, comments, we love them. If this is not the right home for you, but you either have an architectural or unique home to sell here in Southern California, or you are looking to make one your home, we would absolutely love to help you with that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Questions, comments, we love them. We will see you again real soon.